So this video is to show you how to self-tape with Kinesio tape or some form or version of Kinesio tape for tennis elbow. So tennis elbow is the pain that you get on the outside or the top side of the forearm. It's usually right around this elbow bone up here. It can go a little bit above or below. It's just really a bunch of inflammation from these tendons from overusing the wrist for some reason or too much twisting. So if you have Kinesio tape, I have two different colors so you can see which one I'm doing. You want to be able to measure out where you want to put it and then be able to cut that tape. This is going to be a little too long. The pre-cut pieces are too long. What you're going to do is turn your forearm over, and you want to start about halfway in the middle of your forearm in that upper portion. So what you're going to do is measure from here, and then as we tape, we're going to pull across, and we're going to go all the way out to the outside over here. So what we're looking to do is take the tape right here, come all the way through, and we are going to put some stretch on it, so we don't need it to be quite that big. So I measured right about here for me, and then I'm just going to fold it so I know where it is. And then I'm just going to make sure I get some scissors. Cut a little bit shorter than that length. I'm going to do the same thing with this other piece here, and I have two different colors again just so you can see how to place it on the arm. And you know where to tape because you know these are these tender muscles that you have. And we always want to start tape from the inside of the arm. So you can see right about here, here's my arm crease, my elbow, and I'm going to go down just a little bit from there. So I'm going to take a piece of tape. I'm going to use the black piece to start off with just so you can see. I'm going to fold a little bit of an edge down. And at that edge, I'm going to break it. And then I'm going to take the small little piece off. So the tape is still there. And then I'm going to put this directly starting kind of in the center. It doesn't have to be exact. And then I'm going to rub it. As I rub it, I've activated a little bit of that adhesive, and this is going to be my base anchor. And then I'm going to start to peel a little bit of that paper off. Sometimes it's not the easiest to do. We try not to touch the tape because it does lose its adhesiveness if we do it. And then I'm just going to peel back the paper almost to the very, very end, so I have a little anchor to hold on to as well. And I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to rotate my arm over and pull almost 100% on the tape and lay it down. So when I pulled that, I gave it a pretty big pull. Now, I have another piece I'm going to use. I can't put it directly over that first piece of tape. If I do that, it's not going to stick, especially if I'm sweating. So what I'm going to do is overlap it, but overlap it a little bit half and half. So you can kind of see there. We're using that same technique where we fold an end of it, tear the paper. Try not to touch the tape if you have to. It's okay, but try not to. I'm going to overlap it just a little bit at the bottom. Rub for adhesiveness, and then try to peel off the paper on the back side. Like I said, if you touch it, it's not the end of the world. As you can see, I'm having trouble getting the paper off. There we go. Hold it at the end. Make sure my anchor is nice and tight on there, and then I'm going to pull up and over. As I pull up, I'm going to rotate my forearm as well, and then I'm going to try to go over halfway on the tape and pull. So anchors are in the middle, then I pull 100% and lay it down and rotate it. You don't want to cross over the elbow. That's going to inhibit your ability to flex, but you want to make sure you're going from the inside, rotating up and over your painful areas and to the outside. There's no exact science to how much you overlap. The more you overlap with the tape, the less adhesiveness you might get. But as long as you're giving it that nice good pull, you're going to have some compression through this. And this is how you tape with Kinesio tape for tennis elbow.